Hi there, it's Wise here. Once again, bringing you some wise words. What's up? It's good with you. I want to talk to you about something. Goal setting. Goal setting. How to achieve your goals. How to achieve your goals. I got a 5-step way for you to achieve your goals. I do it a lot. I set a lot of goals for myself. I love goal setting. It's one of my favorite things to do to accomplish my goal. I believe it's very important for you to accomplish your goals. With that being said, if you stick around, I'm going to show you a goal that I recently accomplished that I think you'll be a little bit impressed by. Maybe not, who cares? I think you'll enjoy at least seeing some of the video footage and pictures from that adventure. So let's talk about it. Let's talk about the 5 ways. You have think it, plan it, believe it, do it, achieve it. Let's talk about it. First is the thinking it. You've got to think of whatever your goal is. Doesn't matter what it is. It could be anything. It could be a goal, getting a goal, scoring a goal in hockey, scoring a goal in soccer. Whatever it is, believe it, plan it, think it first. You gotta think it. You have to have the idea in your mind, whatever it is. It doesn't matter what it is. I talk a lot about whether it's learning an instrument or maybe martial arts or something like that. It could be anything. It always starts to the thought first. It always starts right here in your mind. So once you've started, then it comes to the next part. Planning it. We've talked about planning before. Plan your work and work your plan. Planning it. And even if you have zero idea of what the plan looks like right now, just start writing things down. Start writing the items that you know that you need. Start writing the skill sets that you know that you'll need. Whatever it is that starts coming across as something that you know that you'll need to ascertain this goal, start writing it down. And then you can start to formulate what way, shape, and form these things go together and how you can start using them towards ascertaining your goal. So think it, plan it, believe it. Believe that you can do it. Believe. You have to have the belief. The belief always starts within. It always starts right here with self. The way that you talk to self, the way that you feel about self, and the way that self helps self. So you have to believe it. You have to believe it. You have to believe it. Whatever it is. I know there's a lot of things in your life that you think to yourself, can I do that? Maybe. Anytime you have a little bit of wavering doubt about if you can do something, guess what? You can't. I believe Henry Ford once said, whether you believe you can or believe you can't, you're right. Think about that. So, the next thing comes to doing. Do it. Whatever it is, go out and do it. Even if you fail, that's only a temporary setback. It's how you respond to the failures, what you learn. I like to tell people that the answer to your problem usually lies inside of that problem. Once you start to analyze what it is, it could be getting into the same type of relationships over and over. It could be sending the wrong signals to your friends about things. It could be not getting that promotion at work that you've been working towards. Whatever it is, you have to be the one to go and do it. And if anything goes awry, then take that problem and learn from it. Learn how to apply it to the next time that you do something. One of the biggest things that I see as being a problem with a lot of people, at least it used to be with me, is that I would look at a lot of adversity or terrible problems and I would just stop. I would freeze. I wouldn't learn from them. A lot of us are taught that anytime that we're wrong about something, or that we guess wrong, or that we come in contact with a problem that we don't know what to do, we feel inferior. We feel, at least that's the way that we're taught, some of us, most of us. So what I train people, or what I tell people to do, is learn how to fail with grace. Learn to accept failure and learn from that failure. It only becomes failure, or it becomes permanent when you believe it's permanent, or when you stop learning, when you say, well, I'll never do that again. Stop thinking like that. Start thinking, I can do it. Learn from whatever it is. If you let failure or mistakes stop you from going out and doing the things that you want, then you'll never do anything. You'll never do anything new, and you'll stop learning. You'll become stagnant. And, maybe that's how you want to live. Maybe not. I'm offering you an alternative. And the last step is achieving it. Achieving your goal. Achieving your goal. What I like to tell people, or what I do for myself, is to make small goals towards bigger goals. Make very small goals that you can have on the way towards bigger goals. And you want to make your big goals big and lofty. You want to make sure that they're long, and getting towards that goal is something that you're going to be focused on, because while you're doing that, that gives you something to go towards. It gives you a let's just say a prize at the end of the rainbow that you can walk on. I do a lot of things as far as it goes with, I like to maintain my fitness by getting into different marathons or events like the Tough Mudder, or here in Colorado we have something called the Boulder. Very fun events. I like to have things like that, at least for my fitness. And then I have, also mental goals. I'll say in a week's time I like to listen to at least 2 audiobooks. Sometimes I'll listen to the same audiobook twice, and I like to read at least 1 book a week or every 2 weeks, depending on what type of book it is. So those are the type of things that I set for myself. I also have spiritual goals that I set for myself as far as it goes with meditation and doing yoga and instructing classes and reaching out to friends. So there's a lot of different goals that I set for myself, and then I have longer term goals as far as it goes with all the things that I just mentioned, with my meditation, with my yoga practice, with this YouTube channel. There's a lot of different things that with me, I have to set these big long term lofty goals due to the fact that I like to have something to go a long way for. It gives you something to keep ascertaining. So it allows you a long time to grow and expand. And during that time, you might find that you're ascertaining goals that you never even thought that you would have the opportunity to do. Let me give you an example. Let's say you want to learn you've always wanted to learn another language. Say you wanted to learn Italian, okay? So you've been spending a lot of time thinking about it, and finally you say, okay, I'm going to go ahead and do it. So you've thought about it, and now you're making a plan. So what's the plan? How do I learn Italian? Well, I could hire a teacher. I could get a book on learning Italian, translations. I can do a combination of all 3. I could buy Rosetta Stone. There's so many different options. So you come up with a plan. You formulate what the best plan is for you to start learning Italian. So you start putting the plan into action. So you believe that you could do it. Now that you have the plan, you're like, okay, I can do this. I definitely can do this. So you start doing it. You start putting the plan into action. You buy Rosetta Stone. You solicit the help of an Italian teacher that's local to you. You start learning how to speak conversational Italian, so on and so forth. And in doing so, you're also learning other things along the way. You're also learning that about Italian history, about Latin. You're also learning about wine and different foods and things like that, because you're now gaining a knowledge about the Italian culture. So there's small goals in there, maybe things that you even realize you would learn from learning Italian, that as you go along the way, now you're there. So as you start to work things like this into your life, as you start to realize that every time you start paying more and more attention, and the more goals you set for yourself, the more interactive life becomes, and for me, the more exciting and fun it becomes. Well, I think that you'll find that it's a choose your own adventure, my friend. Goals can be your way towards ascertaining whatever it is that you want to gain. So, I guess you've stuck around long enough for me to tell you. Recently, a friend of mine and I went on a 14er. It was his first 14er. I found that to be very exciting. Didn't even know that until we got to the location. For those of you who don't know, a 14er is a mountain where they range over 14,000 feet. I live in Colorado. We have, I think it's 52 of them or so. So I look to do a couple of them a year. Now that I'm a dad, things have slowed down for the wife. She can't really beat my butt up the mountains like she used to. She's got to stay here with the baby, so I needed to get one in. My legs were itching. Took him up there. It was a great time. And so for me, the goals were at least going along the way. So first I thought, we're going to go on this 14er. If you've never been on one, like I said, it's a challenge. It's pretty intense. It's one of those things where it's physically, mentally challenging. There's a lot of people that do it. As a percentage, though, for people that live out here, not a lot of people have done it. I will say that you can work your way up to it, and you can take it as fast or as slow as you can. Me personally, I'm a fast hiker. I don't know why. My wife gives me a lot of flack about it all the time. My friend gave me a lot of flack about it on this hike. I don't know if any of the footage shows that. I'll be editing it in at the end of this video, so you'll be able to discern what type of day it was yourself. It was beautiful. Up on 14er, the name of 14 is Bearstadt. If any of you are interested or live out here in Colorado, you want to go check it out yourselves. So the goal setting for me was just making sure that I was in shape, he was in shape, well enough that we were well hydrated. So it came to a plan. Like the plan was, when are we going to meet up? What type of things are we going to need? What type of backpacks are we going to take? So on and so forth. What are we going to wear? Check the weather. How long is it going to take to get there? Map out the route. There's a lot of stuff. We made the plan, then we believed it, then we did it. Went out there, did it, and achieved it. It took about 6 hours, a little bit under 6 hours, like 5 hours, 30 some odd minutes, something like that. We weren't racing or anything, but it did. At the end of it, there was a lot of downhill running that you can get into. Your legs at that point are jelly after you've hiked for about 6 hours, up 4,000 feet and then back down another 4,000 feet. It was a fun time, a very fun time. So, anyways, case in point, just wanted to give you a little insight as to how I like to set goals and achieve goals for myself. So, as promised, here's a little bit of a video clip right here. Hope you enjoy, and until I see you on the other side, I love each and every one of you. Here we are, my boy Nick, young Umar Wise, on his first 14er. Had no freaking clue until we were driving out here. It was his first 14er. I am so excited. So, for those of you who do not know, a 14er is a hike or a mountain that goes above 14,000 feet. We have a few of them here in Colorado. I'm excited to share this one with all of you out there. Right now, we are just starting off. We are in the Mount Evans area. If you wanted to look it on the map, the name of the hike is Bearstadt, Mount Bearstadt or Bearstadt. Brought some ninja tools with us. Got a bow staff in here somewhere. I'll show it to you later. I got Nick, some nunchaku, the nunchaku. So here we go with some visitor information. Hopefully we get to see some of these. I love mountain goats. They're awesome. The trail we're going to be taking, some information. Looks like people are already finishing. Man. He's like, I'm done. I'm over it. Me, I'm just getting under it, man. So let's get after it. I'll be back at you in like 15 minutes or something when we start seeing some more scenery. So, here we go. First river of the trail, only river really. Snow melt from way up yonder. That's where we're headed. Yeah. Looking exciting. Nick's got the Rocky Mountain shoes on. Look at him. I got the toe shoes. The toes. Wiggle. Put him here in the water. I'm just playing. It's slippery? Woo. A bit on the slick side. Blue Heeler? What's this guy? Huh? Oh, they're having fun. They don't want to go. I got enough fresh water. Time to move on. I don't have to even tell that. Oh my goodness, we made it up 14,065 feet. Wow. Oh, guacamole. Got the staff just sticking out the side of the rock there. I claim this land. Actually, if I homesteaded this land, I'd be disappointed in myself. I don't think you can grow shit up here.
I don't know. We can figure it out.
You think so?
Yeah.
I haven't seen a goat.
Bunch of,
I haven't even seen a goat. Don't listen to him. I haven't even seen a goat. It's not even worth the effort, dude. I tell you what. He said he will.
Have that vegan hot dog stand or what?
Vegan hot dog stand. Coming to a 14er near you. I'll be rich. I'll be a millionaire in a day. A day. If I have enough hot dogs. I'm gonna sell out, bro. People can get the telescope. They're gonna be like, "Give me what the fuck you got. Give me all of them. All of them. I want all your hot dogs." 14,065 feet later. Not me though. I'm still vegan, dude. Like if I got up there and there was a hot dog stand and it was nothing vegan, I'd wait till I got home. I could wait till I got home. I'm cool. My dude gave me a kind bar. I'm good. You know, at least another hour or two, right? We're gonna be down here. Look. Oh no, he wants to pause the workout.
Huh?
Where's
We're
it?
gonna call Jenny at the top, right?
Here, can you see that? There we go. We haven't even, our heart rate is like stopped. All right. Bleep, bleep, bleep. Get it on, man. This is not, this is not for Snapchat though. This is personal, dude. Chris?
Chris.
My dude Chris met Chris up here. He wanted to spin bow, dude. He was getting it. Getting it. Good time. Now we're getting ready to head down the hill. Look at this.
It's still exciting now.
Hey, dude, it's my pleasure, Chris, dude. I don't know what the chances are of meeting another.
What are the
Person-
chances of meeting a
I think-
staffer in 2019?
Forget about the top of a 14er just in 2019 in general, man. I think it's
2019 in general.
I think it's slim to none,
it's
dude.
not ready for it yet.
But I got to get off this mountain, dude. The clouds are starting to gather around, man. I ain't trying to be up here when the lightning strikes, dude. I promise you that much, dude. I got a wife and kid to live for. So I'm gonna head back down, and I will catch you at the bottom of the hill and make a goal and achieve your goal, because this shit was not easy. I swear for God, dude, it was not easy. But I made it. I'm still smiling. I got a kind bar in my pocket. I'm gonna go head back down. I'm gonna finish that shit off, and I'll hit you in a bit.
About to bring it.
All right, here we are. It says 5 1/3 mile. I don't think that's accurate. I don't know what that's saying. I have no idea what that's saying, but we're making progress. Oh my goodness. Hey, but seriously though, if you have any friends that's ever done a 14er, you need to go pat them on the back right now. Right now. Good job, you. Good job, you, because that is not an easy feat. Drink some water. Get yourself some carbs. Oh, look at this baby. Are you for real, Pops? Is he even old enough to appreciate this yet? Look at this. Do you know the work that Dad's putting in for you?
Oh, I like the shoes.
Hey, bro, hey, it was easy, man.
Yeah.
Just a little grip, dude. Nothing like you, though, man. You're cross-training.
Cross-training.
That's me in like 2 years, literally. Be back here in 2 years to see if Mesma can make it up, and then probably have to wait another 5 years after that before she can do it herself. Or I guess I'm throwing down the gauntlet, Mez, whenever you can see and understand what I'm saying. Whenever you want to come do this. It was fun. Oh, what up, Flyers?
Hey, hey.
Look how happy you are. Look how happy this is. A great. Hey, it is a lot easier. It is a lot easier going this way. All right, that's enough of that. I'll see you on the way back. Welcome back. Hope you enjoyed that. I did. Had a great time out there. I hope that you felt a little bit of the magic that I captured on that day. It was such a great time. Excuse me for any of the language I might have been using. It was an emotional day, let's just say. Outside of all that, I'm glad that you spent a little bit of time here with me today, maybe figuring out how to set goals for yourself, or even making an idea of what goals to set for yourself. Whatever the case may be, I'm happy that you joined me. As always, from here at the Wise Tribe, infinite love, infinite peace, and infinite wisdom.